I'm good. So what did you do today?
Today, I was supposed to visit one of the students' home
Why?
because he is living in a dormitory now,
Mm-hmm.
but this dormitory will be closed
Yeah.
by March 15th.
Mm-hmm.
So he have to leave the dormitory by March 15th,
Mm-hmm.
and our staff sent him email over and over again. When will you leave your dormitory? But he never replied.
Okay.
Mm. So yesterday, one of my staffs visited him.
Mm-hmm.
He pushed the the phone. How can I say it? Phone of the home.
He what? He
He
hung up,
pushed the
hung up on the phone.
he no he pushed the button of his home.
And then,
It's bell. He pushed the bell, but the student never answered.
okay. So it's like the student was hiding from you.
Yes, right.
What do you
Uh,
think is the reason?
Because he is depressed.
Okay.
He 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 cannot go out by his will.
Mm-hmm. It's like hikikomori.
Yes, right, exactly.
So but he's a foreigner.
Yes, right.
So a foreigner can suffer hikikomori in Japan.
Sometimes.
And this foreigner is what nationality?
Mhm. China.
Okay. Okay, and?
And
Okay,
yesterday, one of my colleagues,
how did you know? How did you know that he's suffering from hikikomori? Or how did you know that he's depressed?
one of my colleagues asked him yesterday.
One of your colleagues what?
One of my colleagues pushed and the student never answered. So one of my colleagues called like a house and asked him to unlock the door,
Yeah.
and he entered the room,
Mm-hmm.
and he managed to talk to the student.
Okay, and then?
And then he knew the student is depressed,
Okay.
and
Okay.
he uh, cannot couldn't answer any phone call or email. And at that time, one of my colleagues asked him to, get ready to leave the dormitory.
Mm-hmm.
And a student already decided the new apartment. He already finished the contract,
Yes.
but he he hasn't received the key of new apartment.
Not yet. Okay, and?
Yes, not yet. That's he have to visit the real estate agency, and he has to receive a key of new apartment by March 15th. So
Mm-hmm.
one of my colleagues asked him to do so, and the student answered, "Yes, I do," but maybe he he will not able to do it. So today I was supposed to visit him again, and I bring him to the real estate agency.
Mm. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. And?
And also, actually, his dormitory is placed really close to my home. It's only 20 minutes walk from my home.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in charge of visiting him.
Mm-hmm.
But when I prepare for leaving my home, one of my colleagues made me a phone call, and he said you don't have to visit him because he gave me an email. I I I will do it by myself. So please don't visit me.
Ah, okay. Okay. So he's gonna do it. So do you
Hmm.
think he is quite functional now? Functional because he answered your email and then he
Yes,
replied. Yeah.
I think he is more functional than before
Because.
because before he couldn't answer an email, but now we can communicate with him by email. So the situation
Has
getting
improved. Yeah,
has
has
improved.
improved.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay, and so what did you learn?
That's
What did you learn from this story? You know that there's this hikikomori Chinese student who, yeah,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
who doesn't like to communicate with the world.
I
Is it your first time? Is it your first time to hear a story about this?
nor a lot of my students are got depressed and become became hikikomori. It's not rare. Some students like that.
Ah, so this is a common story.
Yes.
And what are the reasons? What are the common reasons why they become hikikomori?
Actually, they are originally hikikomori, originally depressed before he coming to Japan, and they like to change such situation. They like to change themselves, and he decided to study abroad. He decide they decide to go to Japan, but
So
although
they wanted to transform themselves. Yeah.
yes,
Find
right,
a new
right,
identity. So they went to
yeah.
Japan to study and then
Then although the environment changed, most of the people don't, don't change.
okay.
Then they do such hikikomori in
Mm,
Japan.
mm, okay, okay. And so how do you help these people?
For example, in this case, first we try to communicate with him only via email, phone call, but this didn't work. And finally, one of my colleagues visit him and managed to talk to him in person. This
Mm-hmm.
is important thing. Talk to student in person. Maybe the student feel feels relaxed by watching our face, talking to us in person.
Yeah. So you
Visiting
reach
with
out. You reach out to them. Okay.
yes, right.
Okay. And then
This is this is what I learned from this incident.
in Japan, is there something like 911? You know that you call the police if there's a problem with a person or something like that.
911?
Yeah. Or a depression hotline. Yeah. 911 if the police
Ah,
there's like an accident
maybe.
or there's a problem going on and you ask help from the police. Is there something like
Ah,
that in Japan?
yes. there is a police number 110, and also there is like a
110. Okay, and
yes, and also I think there is a telephone number that people can make a phone call to this number and talk to them everything.
yes,
It's
yes.
like a the service organized by NPO and non-profit organization.
Okay, it's non-profit organizations. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, like non-government organizations. It's also called
yes,
NGO.
yeah,
Okay, and yeah, and do you
the,
think he
hmm
tried doing
hmm
that, calling somebody for help?
I don't think so because when one of my colleagues met him, his phone was off, so he didn't see his phone.
Mm. Okay, okay. Is it strange? Have you met personally Hikikomori, or you
Yeah,
just heard stories about
yeah,
it?
yeah. Before I have experience. I visited the home of one of my student,
And then,
and at that time, actually, the bad thing is his resident status has already expired.
yes.
So he was breaking the law, and some of the police officers visited his home together.
Mm-hmm.
So he was surrounded police officers and some staff of universities and the house owner. Mm.
And
and
then,
he and he tried to not open his door apartment.
yes.
Mm. So in that case, it's yeah. But finally, we unlocked the door and we persuaded him to go back to his country because his resident status had already expired.
Yeah.
Mm. And but he said uh, he had a cat at his apartment,
Okay.
and he said, "I cannot, I cannot go back to my country without my cat."
Okay. That's Neko. Neko.
Yes, right,
Okay,
Neko.
and
That's he really persisted to his cat,
mm-hmm.
and we really got irritated because there are a lot of police officers, a lot of staff of university, and
Mm-hmm.
he was breaking the law, but he resisted to go back to his country because of the cat.
Okay.
So yeah, we
How was
really
this resolved? How was this resolved? They forced him out, the police, and then put him to jail? How? What?
finally we called his parents and his relatives from his country, and they persuaded him to go back to his country. And finally, he went to the immigration bureau
Mm-hmm.
first,
Mm-hmm.
mm, and the 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 staff of immigration bureau asked him, "Do you want to stay Japan or go back to your country?" And he answered, "I like to stay Japan." Then he was dismissed. It's really weird. He he is in a status. His resident status already expired, but he just dismissed the leave.
Okay.
But finally he went back to his country. I forgot the details, but finally he went back to his country.
Okay. So it ended the way it should. I mean, yeah, at least he was not brought to jail and yeah, made
Yeah,
matters worse.
yes.
Okay. Okay. So that's an interesting story. So what did you learn from this?
Mm, I learned ah I learned his parents came from his country and they tried to persuade him, but didn't work. His one pri- one my one of his nephew, I forgot. Uh,
Yeah.
uh yeah, persuaded him, and also one of the professor of our university persuaded him, and finally he decided to leave Japan. So I learned the parents is not always the best person to persuade their child. Sometimes it's professor or his relatives.
Okay. So I will teach you a new word. Okay, it's a
Mm-hmm.
phrase. It's a moral
Mm-hmm.
ascendancy.
Mm-hmm. Moral ascendancy. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
somebody with moral ascendancy can persuade him
Mm-hmm.
to go back to
Mm-hmm.
his country. So
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
whom he respects, okay, somebody who's
yeah.
higher than him, not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily
Mm-hmm.
his parents. Okay, so that's like a
I see.
professor, or
I
maybe
see.
his nephew, somebody he loves. Maybe
Yeah.
the nephew is younger, much younger than he is, right?
Ah, I'm sorry, it's not nephew. He's like his mother's sister. How can I say? His
His what?
mother's sister.
Okay, you call that what?
It
Aunt. His aunt.
and okay.
What's the opposite of aunt?
Uh, I forgot.
It's uncle, uncle.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Okay, okay. So, and what else? Anything else that you've learned from this story?
That's all, maybe.
Do you think this person did not have friends? That's why he succumbed into that condition.
Actually, he is really academically standing out, and he participated in a lot of events
Yeah.
held by international office. So I know him in person. He's really how can I say good.
Yeah. Okay. So he's
He,
outgoing, I suppose. Yeah, because he's into many activities.
yes,
His social life is
outgoing.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
likable,
Okay,
and
likable.
so I really uh, I'm talking about the student who I tried to visit today.
Okay, okay.
The student who persists to cat,
Yeah.
maybe he didn't have a lot of friends in Japan.
Okay, so some people who has like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a lot of friends can be
Mm-hmm.
hikikomori, and then those who also do
Mm-hmm.
not have a lot of friends can also be
Mm-hmm.
hikikomori. So,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.